Hey ladies, welcome to my DIY maintenance vlog. I love doing all my own maintenance myself. I am a DIY girl at heart. So we're going to start with my pedicure. My feet have already been washed and soaked. I'm using this Ped Egg to remove any remaining dead skin. I love this thing. It gets everything off. Then I applied this cuticle remover to remove the dead cuticles, and these two tools is a cuticle scraper and the cuticle nipper just to get the remaining dead skin around my toenails. Then I use a cotton pad just to wipe the excess off, and then I go in with a alcohol pad to clean the toes up. Then I go in with this foot cream. It softens the feet and gets rid of any tough skin like on the heel, on the bottom of the feet. I rub that in just avoiding my toes. This cream makes your feet feel oh so soft, oh so good. You can also use it every night. Sometimes I use it and sleep in some socks and my feet are so soft in the morning. I'm trying this glass nail file on my toenails because it's not as harsh to shape my toenails because sometimes it can be a little brittle. So after I'm done filing, shaping, and clipping, I go in with the nail dehydrator by modelones, and then I apply the white and nail bond. Now it's time to paint these toes, so I use these toe separators, and then I go in with the modelones gel polish. I'm using like this blush pink color. It'll be linked in the description for the exact polish, and I do 2 coats of this. I cure each coat for 90 seconds, and then I apply the X coat gel top coat, and I cure that for 90 seconds on each foot as well. So once my toes are all polished and cured, I go in with the hansen cuticle oil, put it on all my cuticles and my toes. I kind of massage that in when I'm done, and then I'm going to go in with some lotion for my feet. For my lotion, I'm using the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Tahitian Vanilla Lotion. This stuff is so moisturizing and it smells so good. Now my pedicure is done, it's time for the hair. This is my full relaxer routine. It was time, girl. It's been about 15 weeks. I was 15 weeks post relaxer. So I'm going to start by using this Vaseline or petroleum jelly to base my scalp to try to prevent any scalp burn with this relaxer, because I was scratching my hair a little bit. So I made sure I put that out through my scalp, and then I apply it to my edges, my ears, the side of my face, my forehead, the nape of my neck. This keeps the relaxer from getting on those areas and burning my skin. Now let's go in with my relaxer. I'm using the ORS olive oil, the regular strength one. So I start at the back because the back is the thickest part of my hair. So I'm parting my hair, applying the relaxer to the new growth, trying my best to only apply it to the new growth without getting it on my scalp. Once I'm done with the back, I start in the front. So I apply a relaxer to the front the same way I applied it to the back, parting it, trying to apply it only to the new growth. I try to work fast applying this relaxer so I have time to smooth it down. It's time for me to wash it out. Once I'm done with the front, I go in and add the relaxer to my edges and my nape and the part that's like under my ear. Just make sure I didn't forget the perimeter of my hair going all the way around. Once I'm done applying my relaxer, I go in and part my hair and smooth down. Anywhere that I apply relaxer, I go in and smooth it down just to make sure my new growth is all laying down before it's time to wash it out. It took me about 12 minutes to apply the relaxer to my head, and I left it on about an additional 10 minutes. Just be sure to read the instructions on your relaxer. You can leave it on based on your hair situation. Go wash the relaxer out, and I use the Iso Plus neutralizing shampoo to neutralize it. I wash it with that neutralizer about 4 times just to make sure everything is out. Oh, look, like my hair growing a little bit. So as my conditioner, I'm using this ORS olive oil deep conditioner. It has sweet orange oil, and it smells oh so amazing. Because you know, after the relaxer, it kind of has that chemical smell in your hair, and this helps to get that out. I applied this in 4 sections, making sure every strand is covered. I gently comb my hair to get any tangles out, and I covered it with a plastic cap and set under the dryer for about 15 minutes. Wash that out. On relaxer days, I like to add a black rinse or semi-permanent dye to kind of bring my color back into my hair. So I like to use this Fedora dye in all black. So I apply this dye all throughout my hair, rubbing it through. I start in 4 sections, making sure I get every strand coated. Once I get that all in, cover that with a plastic cap, and I sit under the dryer for about 10 to 15 minutes while it's set. After I set under the dryer and rinse this dye out, I wash my hair using that Jamaican black castor oil shampoo. And then I go in with my last conditioner, the ORS hair mayonnaise, just for some protein, add it back into my hair. I don't sit under the dryer with this one. After I wash this out, just let my hair dry until the next morning. So this is the next day. I let my hair air dry overnight. It's completely dry at this point. It might be a little wet at the roots. My hair is okay. My hair is getting healthier, okay? So now I'm going to go in with the pink oil moisturizer. I put about that much on each section. Of course, I part my hair in 4 sections first, and then I blow dry each section just to smooth my hair out with that pink moisturizer on it. I'm really in the market for a new blow dryer. Anybody have any good blow dryer recs? Leave them down in the comments because I'm really looking for a new one. Now I'm going in, grease my scalp with the Blue Magic hair grease. I just started back greasing my scalp. I haven't greased my scalp in years, but it feels so good because my scalp is usually extra dry after my relaxer, but this helps combat that dryness. Now for my style, I'm doing a side part leave out with a V-part wig. Here I was trying to figure out where I wanted my part and trying to make sure it's straight and everything, because once I get this on, I did not want to take it right back off. I finally got that leave out placement straight. Now I'm going to just brush my hair back into a ponytail. This is the good part about having a relaxer. I didn't need any gel, and I didn't need to braid my hair to slick it back and for it to lay flat. Purchased this wig from Amazon. Of course, it came with some goodies. I had bobby pins and some lashes, and this is the hair, just taking it out the pack, showing you the inside. Had combs all the way around and combs where the part is. This is my first time actually getting one of these. The hair is nice. It's really shiny though, so I'm glad I did go ahead and dye my hair, and it's really straight. You have to keep that in mind if you want to buy this hair. It is straight, but it did blend in with my relaxed leave out perfectly. This was my first time installing a V-part wig, so there was a learning curve for me. But once I got that on, it was fine. It was looking good. So now it's time to tackle my leave out. I took my leave out of that knot, and then I went in with my bristle brush after parting it and brushed it down. I did end up going in with my flat iron, just one pass on each side, just to smooth it down because it was tied up in that knot, just to make sure it's laying flat. But I haven't had to flat iron it again. I did have a hard time with that back comb, I guess because my hair was so slick, but then I got it. I cut the hair and evened it up to my liking. I like my hair to be kind of blunt, so I did cut it all the way around the exact same length. Then I took that flat iron, did one pass on each side with my flat iron. Now I'm just doing the final touches, parting my hair, making sure my part is really straight, and then brushing my leave out so that it blends seamlessly into the weave. With me having a relaxer, it makes it so much easier to keep my leave out straight with any kind of hair. So this is how the hair turned out after a long relaxer day. I did go in and cut a little bit more off. Let me know if you would try this. Have you tried a V-part wig before? I'm gonna leave the link to this one down in the description. I really do love the way it turned out. This is a really quick hairstyle you can do when you have somewhere to go and need something quick, or you just don't feel like being in your hair for a long time. Now we have toes done and hair done. Let's get to these nails. I'm still a work in progress on my nails, but I'm gonna keep trying. Today I'm doing Gel X nails. I'm gonna start by applying this cuticle remover to my cuticles just to remove the dead cuticle skin from around my nail. Pretty much the prep is gonna look about the same as it did for my toes. After applying that cuticle remover to all of my nails, I'm gonna take this cuticle scraper thing and clean up around my cuticles. I have to work on these filming angles for my nails. So I'm just cleaning up my cuticles and cleaning my fingernails out and getting everything prepped up. Basically doing a manicure at this point. And then I'm gonna file and buff and do all the things. Then I take my drill on a low speed, just roughen them up a little bit and prepare them for the gelette. Now I'm going in and measuring the nail tips to the appropriate nail, then I set that to the side. Now I'm prepping my nail for the Gel X. I'm going in with the nail dehydrator from Modelones and the YN protein bond. I'm trying this new glue from Amazon. Gonna see how it works. I'm applying the glue to my nail and the Gel X nail. I hold that on each nail for about 30 seconds. Now I have all nails on. We're going to go ahead and clip them. I like my nails kind of short. I did leave them a little bit longer than I normally do. They're about medium length, square. After I clip them, I'll go ahead and file and shape them to the shape that I want. I am doing them square. Make sure the edges aren't sharp. Then I go in with my drill just to buff that shiny coating off of the nails. Then I clean my cuticles up with the cuticle drill bit, removing any glue that leaked over to the cuticles and under the nails. So I make sure I do that. That's going to prevent any lifting or anything. Now it's time to polish. I'm taking the X Coat Builder Gel, applying that to all my nails. And then I take that same Model 1 polish that I used on my toes. I put 2 coats of that. Between each coat, I cure for 90 seconds. And then I apply the X Coat Top Coat. And I cure that for 90 seconds as well. And now the nails are done and cured. This is how it turned out. Now I'm going to go in with some cuticle oil on my cuticles just to make everything look nice and good and professional. And this is how the nails turned out. Let me know what you think about this maintenance day. Do you do your own nails or do you rather go to the shop? Let me know how you like my nails, how you like my hair, how you like my toes. Would you try this at home? Do you do your own maintenance or what do you prefer? Thank you so much, ladies, for watching. I'll see you on the next one.